Hello, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you. I quickly want to do an amendment to the recent video that I made concerning the wedding of Chioma and Davido. I, you know, just like I got that information from the internet, and I know many of you must have read it even after watching the video. And I read to you from Gist Lovers blog, which informed us that that wedding took place at Davido's father's house. The bride price was paid there, and that was the basis on which I made the video that I made that day. And right down in the comments, somebody wrote, Aminu wrote, it's because of social media and the public, the family of Davido went ahead to pay the bride price to Shoma's family before coming to do the celebration at Davido's family house for security reasons. So people just mind their business and they leave them alone, or pray to God to give them strength to move on with life after what happened to their child. So that comment got me, and I responded to the person and I said, this is a different version of the story everywhere. This comment was quite different because that's the only comment that I have seen. So many media houses reported it the other way around. So I responded, I said, this is a different version of the story everywhere. If you have an authentic source, please provide it and I will do a counter video on these things. So that counter video is what I'm doing now, even though that this person was not the person that contacted me, somebody that I cannot controvert, contacted me. I'm not going to give out the details of the person, but from the conversation I had with the person, this person happens to be the only person that has the right information about what happened, and that is what I want to do now in this video. And remember that actually in that video, even though that I sounded very, very disturbed as per the development, how could this have happened? How could the bride price of a lady be paid in the house of her supposed in-laws? Then I remember that also in that video I did say this that I want you to listen to. I know some of you may have missed it, but then listen to it as well.
If you're a celebrity and you fancy my daughter, you must respect me. Alright? Tomorrow, the father of Chioma can be disrespected because he hasn't respected himself. If true, I must do this as well. If it is true that this bride price was paid in the Adeleke's family house, it is pure disrespect. They may have given them billions of or millions. It doesn't matter.
All right. So I said this because I also left room because there could be some kind of misinformation out there. So what I want to tell you now is what happened, and there is no controversy about it. Even though that somehow, you also need to wonder how some persons get information and they disseminate things that are not completely true. But the whole thing is complicated. So I am blaming no one, and this is not the first time that something like this is happening. But because I meant what I said, and I meant I am real. I was actually hurting from the death of the son, and then suddenly this kind of strange thing developed. Meanwhile, I said in the video that it was actually their business, but I was speaking my mind based on the fact that somehow this could be used against the young girl tomorrow. I said all that in the video. So the true situation here was that Chioma's father or parents, they don't live in Lagos and they are not in the east. They live far away from Lagos, but they are in Nigeria. But then there is a family house at Lekki that is adjacent to that of Davido's family. And so the truth was that the bride price was not paid at the Adelekes. It was done at the family house of Chioma's, the Rolands. And after that, then they went back to their Adelekes to do whatsoever that was left the way they wanted to do it. Now I'm not going to leave out any other information because the person who spoke to me, uh, didn't permit me to put anything about anything that defines his or her identity here. But this is just the truth. And so I also want to use this medium to a kind of, withdraw everything that was misleading in that video that I did. If you have watched that video, now this is the truth. This is the true condition of it. Shioma's bride price was paid in her family house in Lagos at Lekki, but then the celebration or whatever they did right after that took place at the Adeleke's family house. Now, this will mean that this is the last time, the first video will be on. I'm going to set it to private. If you have the link, you cannot watch it right after you have seen this video. All right, so this is just the right information. I just have to be sincere and to bring this forward here. And I would withdraw every other thing I said in that video. I spoke as as real as I am. I spoke out of concern, and to err is human. Anyway, I got the news just like every other one got the news. But this is the true situation of things. And if there were certain things, actually, I said certain things there because I felt so disappointed. So there were certain things I said that the family of Chioma and Davido may not, those of them that may have watched it, may not have found very funny. I am sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. There was no animosity in my heart. But now that I have found this, I think the onus is on me to set the record straight. I know about myself. I do things, about myself, and I leave the rest to others who have the information that they had that they put out there that isn't completely true. So, people, this is the right information. The wedding took place at the family house of the Rolands in Lagos at Lekki, but that is where the bride price and every other tradition that has to do with marriage of that nature took place. Then the rest was done at the Adelekes. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And for those of you that will bring your stones, yeah, I put up machine, for you to pelt it with enough stones. But this is just the right information. I know there are some of you that will come out of bitterness to want to nya 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 nya. I've done my own. So if you want to take, paracetamol for another person's headache, just go ahead. But for the sincere people in the house, I just want to give you the right information so that when you are relating it, you relate the right kind of information. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, from me to you.